When you start asking the why to your internal things, you see the how. Why is this? What is this? When did I start feeling like this? When the teacher is ready, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. But at the end of the day, you have to first understand that you're a student in this thing. So you have to first get to your point where you say, what is this? But what we do is go ahead and move up our notions to get straight to the solutions because we don't like being uncomfortable. And the biggest fear of being uncomfortable is what? Vulnerability. Nobody likes being vulnerable. Nobody likes being vulnerable. So everybody is running from the space of vulnerability. They already know what it is. You can ask them the truth. Yelling, screaming, and hollering because I'm trying to be negative. I want to be heard. Hear me. Ain't that why you used to scream and holler? Because you wanted to be heard?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. The process is your conscious and your subconscious. So whenever you allow you to appreciate you, give you love, give you grace and mercy, your heading will be your creator, you, which is the conscious, and then the subconscious. That's why you are a human being. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's how you, like, look at what you're healing, look at what hurt you, the idea of something, the potential of something, what it could be. But life does not exist in what it could be. Life exists what it is. And when you learn how to accept what you see, you know how to live in the moment. And when you look at your present moment, that if you have an answer for your future, you have failed because you don't have a problem there because it don't exist there. There's nothing there. The future is not real. If the past, you know why you struggle with trying to remember who you were in certain situations to make you feel better? It's because nothing exists back there. That's why you're having a hard time, because the only thing that is real is right now. You are in your conscious mind. Your mind is wired to protect you. That's why it gives you all these images. Whenever your subconscious is throwing images up there, that's that woman in you talking to that man in you to change the narrative. This is what I'm going through. Help me. Your job is to catch that and see it different, because I'm not afraid of the image that you showed me because I'm your protector. So what I'm going to do is understand that I can't talk to you through aggression because you're not going to get it. I have to be patient with you when I tell you what you're seeing and what you're going through. That's what the conscious mind would do as the man. And when I give that back to you, my job is to take it in peace where you'll get self-esteem, self-respect, and self-love, reassurance, and covering all in it whenever I'm doing it. So every time the subconscious begins to show me images, my conscious mind will always calm it down. What do you see happening? What is the destruction? And you cannot think for 1 effing second that you're finna face any destruction and I'm right here. Because I'm not gonna let it happen. That's the conversation you have. Because she needs to know, if I give you my vulnerability, will you be my safety net to catch me when I fall? Because I'm going to fall. But I need somebody to catch me when I fall because nobody ever has. So that's what she's fighting from, survival mode, because nobody's never caught her. So stop talking to her survival mode and talk to her fear. Be the safety net.
Cruising down the avenue, night full of neon, windows down, beats kicking. That's the ambiance, lessons from the past. Future ain't a promise in the rear view. Guilt weighs heavy, trust like tarnish. Stopped at the corner, mind in the maze. Life playing tricks like a magician's phase. Gotta keep moving, tied to these decisions. Consequence telling like snitches in the distance. Car Chronicles, the journey through the struggle. Dashboard confessions, man, life's a big juggle. Fast lane lessons, no detours, no hide. Accountability honks, gotta swallow that pride. Engine roaring, heart heavy like a V8. Driver's seat confessions, days tangled in fate. Rearview memories, they chase at high speed. Gotta learn from mistakes like books we need to read. Rolling slow, street lights flicker on the past. Each mile a chapter, some joy, some wrath.
Man, hold up, man. Hold up. It's your boy, DJ KGIZZLE.
And I'm Mary Pleasant-Gibson, and welcome to Car Chronicles.
Man, it's going down. Say. You already know, Coach. I told you you're going to like this one.
Yo, yo, yo. That was fire. No, man. Hey, I was over here talking about, boy, if you don't talk your boy, if you don't, hey, that boy cold, you hear me?
Yeah.
Cold. Good God, that
That
boy
boy
cold.
was
Oh,
coaching.
hey, I over here got a little teared up too, a little bit like this boy here. Bro, I'm proud of me. You hear me? I didn't, bro. I'm telling you, like, that blew my mind because I don't be present. And you know that when I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag. I don't know what I'm doing. I never go back and look at my lives. I never play nothing back. So when I was watching them highlights, I was like, wait a minute, who that? Man, you say, I gotta get that clip because that's gonna get posted. Them highlights you did, oh, you cold, gang, you cold. Word. That's what's up, man.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to my road dog right there, Kendra. That's my road dog. Her and Latifah, they're my road dogs, man. They always over here. So I gotta give them a shout out.
Yeah. No,
And
that's
to
fair, man.
everybody else, 'cause they
And
saying,
everybody
hey, they
too.
tearing them
I
comments
can't.
up.
Golly,
I mean,
man.
rolling them comments.
That's the
Look,
family, man.
I'm trying to catch up. Y'all keep doing this. I ain't gonna be able to catch up. Come on, man. Hold on.
They say, hey, Gucci.
Yeah, but hey, it didn't even take me long. I'm gonna tell you the truth too. Hey, Latifah, there she go.
Hey.
She was the one that came to me with the idea. She said, "Hey, won't you cut up some clips and throw them?"
Yeah, because I saw something the other day and I was like, that's the perfect idea for this show.
Yep.
Do little snippets and the best of the best and merge them together.
Man, that's cold, man. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I was over here proud of, but that boy cold, man. Hey, for real, because it's like when I look at me, I don't see me. Like I'm listening to, and I'm feeling what y'all feel. So I'm like, who is this? And because I don't be present. So if you understand, when I'm in my bag, I'm freestyling. That's not me. Like I'm just the vessel. So when that vessel is doing what that vessel does, and that spirit get to talking, man, I'm just like, yeah, dang. I know nothing. And I was just telling them this earlier. I know nothing. So when I hear that, I'm like, she could fool me. Cause who is that? Could fool me. Man. But nah, I appreciate it. I was over here really getting emotional for real. Like, dang, that boy cold. I never look at my playbacks. I never heard me really. Never heard me. So when I'm listening, I've been doing this since 2021. I've never heard me. So when I'm listening to it, I'm like, ooh. Man, I didn't even know I said all it, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Man, boy, you be surprised then. I don't need to let him see none of the stuff I got.
Yeah.
I'm just a vessel, man. I'm just a vessel, man. You know.
Man, this is gonna be a good one. I don't even know where to start at. I'll let you start.
Well, I'm gonna start with the first question. Mental health is often overlooked, especially in certain communities. Why do you think so many people avoid seeking help, and how can we break the stigma around mental wellness?
You go to church, pray for it, get the Bible, talk to somebody about it, keep your mouth closed, keep people out of my business. That's what the method was we was given. Or you go get high. You drink it away, you pray it away. There ain't nothing wrong with you, boy. Just go. You just need to go to church. That's what we were taught. And because of that, that creates mental health because we don't find our voices. We can't find our voices because we've been taught to suppress them. You understand what I'm saying? And so then in the process of suppressing them, then we are also convicted because now we feel like God is not hearing us as well. Because at the end of the day, if I'm praying and I'm still hurting, then I'm not praying right. If God ain't showing up, there must be something wrong with me. If I'm still struggling, there must be something wrong with me. I'm not doing something right. So then we just accept our fate, accept that reality, and begin to look for coping mechanisms. And then now we got vices and addictions. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's what's going on. That's why these addictions is coming from, especially in our communities where we have vices and attachments and codependencies and all of these other things because of that. You understand what I'm saying? So the only thing we could do now is understand what is keeping you stuck and break away from that. You got to live your truth. You understand what I'm saying? You got to seek God for yourself, and you got to understand what it is. You got to know your stuff. So at the end of the day, if the people you taking advice from don't match where you want to go, I wouldn't listen to them. If your whole collective is telling you, no, you need to do it this way, and these ain't people that it can inspire you, I suggest you do the opposite. You got to live your truth. So That's ultimately what people have to do. A lot of people need validation to their truth. It's your truth. Nobody's supposed to understand that but you, because it's an inside perspective. You just need to make a decision that you're going to choose you in spite of. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all. People have to make a decision. If you think something is wrong with you, go get it checked out. We sitting there, man, because the main thing they want to do is keep our business and don't put nobody in your business and all that. But then they want to make sure that the outside don't know our business, but the people that's on the inside is telling the outside all our business. So we may not want these mental health people to know my business, but the friends of the family and other aunties and then the cousins and then the cousins, homies, and all them can know all our business, and we can get on the phone and spread that and don't even have that type connection. But don't you dare put these other folks in our business. So that's just what's going on. So that's what needs to be done. So what's the alternative? Break away from the break away. That's why the families are broken up the way that they are too. You know what I'm saying? That's, you have to break away to live your truth. So that's our reality.
Yeah.
You did.
I got it.
Take it.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm over here trying to I just jump off of there right now because I got her lost in the sauce. So what would you say on for the people that say that because I got a lot of people at work say that it's no such thing as mental health.
To be true. Teach his own. Teach his own. There ain't no such thing as mental health. People find what works for them. You understand what I'm saying? You let them do that. You understand? But your job is to be the light through you and whatever you're supposed to be. So you will stand out when you are pure on the inside. When you live your truth and you give yourself permission to live your truth, you'll stand out. If they saying there's no such thing as mental health, cool. Okay. They have become one with whatever that is for them. Okay.
But it is.
Huh?
It is though.
For you, not for them. And they have the right to be right, just like you got the right to be right. But your right better get you somewhere, and my right better take me somewhere. So that is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. My right gonna get me free. Your right gonna keep you whatever it is. I see you at the top. If your right is right, I'm gonna need for you to get right out my face if you ain't got it together. Because at the end of the day, you ain't finna bring all that foolishness to me. You over here talking to yourself and twitching because you talking about, oh no, ain't such thing as mental health. Well, you get your glitching butt over there then, because I'm finna get ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get hurt. You get your glitching butt on somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever.
I done went down the wrong line.
Hey, each his own. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you, works for you. But we gonna get some straightening around here. So whatever. But mental health is just a well state of being. You understand what I'm saying? Just like they might as well say there's no such thing as physical health then. Okay, well, hey, tomato. Whatever works for you, works for you. Okay. So whatever.
I think I answered the wrong question.
Nah, it's just the truth. Like people over here, no, ain't no such thing as mental health. Oh, so you just act like this. Oh, okay. No. So you just out there. So ain't nobody escorting you nowhere. So they just let you free. So you just outside. The only people who suffer mental health is the ones who say there ain't no such thing as mental health. All right. Yeah. No. No. And they just let them just run free. Oh, okay then. All right. All right. They just outside. Okay.
I can't do it.
Nah, that's the problem. See, that's what I'm telling you. Like that's my issue. Like the ones who tell you that there ain't no such thing as mental health are the ones who suffer from mental health. I'm telling you. So whatever.
What'd you tell them? Tell their story?
Yeah, tell your story. Whatever work for you, work for you. But yeah, you going on over there. So whatever involves you in the news crew, I'm gonna be on front of that TV. Well, he was a good man. And then they ain't gonna let me finish whatever I had to say because your mental health. Oh, okay then. It don't exist. Got it.
He was on there playing Reading Rainbow earlier.
So it is what it is. But now, I mean, to each his own, man. A lot of people don't want to claim stuff because it's attached to their biggest fear. So people know that it's something not quite balanced within them that they don't want to accept, or they don't want to accept their unbalanced, whatever it is. But when you say something about mental health, well, whatever it is, they want to psych themselves out about. That's fine. You understand what I'm saying? So and to each his own. You know, I'm not here to convince nobody about it's something wrong with them. Okay, then. Well, yeah, what it is.
Yeah, well, that is true. You can't. Yeah.
I got a question.
Yes,
Many
ma'am.
struggle with managing their emotions in high stress situations. What are some practical steps to develop emotional intelligence and respond rather than react?
Well, understanding that the high stress is coming from an ego bruise. There's nothing happening. There's just because the first thing we do when it's high stress situations, we are seeing the conclusion and the fear of the outcome. We're suffering the fear, or we foresee the conclusion. Versus understanding that it's just a process. It ain't happened yet. So whatever we are really stressed about hasn't happened yet. It's our processing of what we think is happening. But what's happening is coming from some type of understanding from within ourselves first. So the situation is the situation, but how you process the situations come from your own perception. The situations don't come with meaning; you give it meaning. So you can't be stressed out about your own meaning and then think the thing is causing your. It's all based off your labeling. Everything is neutral. So nothing can cause you high stress without your say so. So you're giving it the label and you're stressing yourself out on the label. What the problem is, you can remove the sticker off the label, but the reason why you can't do it is because it's attached to some old programming. Then you start to see the truth of life. That's why it's not easy to just change the meaning on the spot. It's attached to something that's attached to your childhood. So you understand that you're living out your childhood over and over again and your fears over and over again. So it's hard for you to detach. So it's easier to say that, but it's harder when you realize this is already a preset thing that's already going to keep happening to in your life until you understand you're giving it meaning. Regardless of how you feel about it, you're giving it meaning. It don't come with its meaning. You giving it to it. So you have to. A lot of people don't want to surrender and accept what is. Okay, if that happened, well, that's a bridge we got to cross, and that's what God wanted me to go through because it's part of my development. Well, then I'll take it. And I understand that somewhere down the road, I turned down this road, and this is my dead end. All right, well, bet. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta take it. So if that's what it is, then that's what it is. If that's what it's gonna be, then that's what it's gonna be. But whatever it is, I'm gonna get my lick back. So it is what it is. Whatever life got for me, I'm gonna get my lick back. See,
Coach,
what
hold on, Coach. Wait, why you got
this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. What I mean by what you're seeing right now is me getting my lick back from anything that went against me, my own low self-esteem, my own lack of boundaries, my own lack of self-worth, my own lack of self-value, whatever it is. I'm emotionally, spiritually getting my lick back for getting everything that God has for me, getting everything that I want, changing my mind, reprogramming how I see myself, doing something about my confidence, doing something about my self-esteem, and creating value and putting boundaries where it is. So I'm getting my lick back for the version of me that the world belittled and treated even the way I treated me. So this is me getting my lick back from any stressful situation. All right, well, it's your turn. You win, you know what I'm saying? You might get the battle, but I win the war somehow, some way. So this is my idea of getting my lick back, my return back, my investment back to the universe, what I'm showing up to be. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You hurt my shoulder, I get a new one. It's what it is. That's how God roll, baby. We say, man, we men of steels, man. We men of steel, man. We don't fret, fold. We don't do none of that. You hear me? So, yeah.
I mean,
that was a great way to look at it. That was giving me a different perspective.
Yeah.
I didn't look back. I'm thinking of something negative, but
I would never not. But here's the deal: nothing will ever get me out my body like that unless it's something dealing with my children. Other than that, nothing has that much of importance to me to where it's gonna get me out my body. My success and you not being attached to me is karma by itself. So no, as far as me getting out my body and doing something, no, we too disciplined for that. People don't. Nothing matters that much.
Yeah.
Nothing that a ham sandwich and a juicy juice can't fix. I ain't studying none of these things, man. You hear me? I ain't studying none of this stuff. A diet Dr. Pepper will do you right where you need to be. You hear me? And watch one of y'all videos on Truth Be Told television, huh? See how I did that? See how I did that? Yes, sir. Good plug to my good folk. You hear me? Already.
Say, man, y'all ain't gonna be making fun of me, man. Hold up.
I ain't gonna do it.
Already, man.
Y'all is wrong. Let me get back to what you.
I got another one. Life comes with challenges and stress is inevitable. What are some daily habits or routines that can help people manage anxiety and maintain a mental balance?
Surrender and acceptance. So the only thing you can do daily, you have to attach yourself to some type of mindset that you want to have. See, usually what happens is we walk into these situations and we let the situations tell us this is what you're going to feel. You understand what I'm saying? You have to, when you get up in the morning, you have to decide who you want to be and the idea of life that you want. I wake up every morning and talk to my creator every morning. Just give me the mindset I'm supposed to have, give me the wisdom that I'm supposed to have, give me the endurance and stamina and the focus that I'm supposed to have, because I know I suffer from ADHD. So I have to ask for the focus. If not, there's going to be some type of dopamine hit to get me focused. So I have to use God as my dopamine hit and my focus. So at the end of the day, so when you have to decide what you want to be, what you want your world to be. You have to, especially when you get up earlier than your set time, you're taking control of your day. So I'm up every morning at 2:45 in the morning. I don't get my grandson till 5 o'clock in the morning. He don't come downstairs till 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in the gym, I'm reading, I'm doing my work. I got stuff to do. So I set my day. I take control of the day. I don't let me walking up to what my priorities are to get it done. I wake up and I set the day to sit with myself, sit with my mind, sit in darkness, listen to the fan, and go to the gym and do whatever it is I'm going to do. I decide what I'm going to do, what's better for me, and then that structures the rest of my day. So whatever it is, and then whatever I got to surrender to, I surrender to. But I know it's always, what sets me free is always an inside perspective, not the outside situation that exists. So it's all good. You got to take control of your own day. You don't let the day set your tone. You set the tone. You got to decide what identity is going to face these things anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can get it to where you may not be able to control what happens, but you control who can show up in what happens. What version of you can show up? You understand what I'm saying? So the one that wakes up and do what it said it was going to do, that person is going to be that for the rest of that day. The person that made up their mind versus waking up to, I don't want to go to the gym, or I ain't want to get up. So you start off defeated. You're going to be defeated for the rest of the day. That's how it works.
One must know what they want
and where they want to go in life.
Facts. Ooh.
Yeah.
Man. That's facts. Has your relationship with your creator, how has your relationship with your creator helped you through your struggles?
My creator helped me understand I ain't no struggle. It's my ego and my resistance that created the struggle. And see, that's what you got to understand. I'm giving everything that I need in this world. The only thing that stops me from seeing it is my idea of what I'm supposed to be looking at. It's hard for me to tell God. It's hard for me to see what God is showing me when I've already decided what I needed from God and what God's supposed to give me. And when I understood that I was blocking that, this is God. I don't move it. There is no lack when you're with God. God ain't rationing nothing out to me. My ego is blocking what I should see because of what I don't want to surrender to, what I want to control, and what I don't want to accept. That blocks it. My ways of not being able to manage what God has for me, and me not willing to manage what I'm supposed to be doing. That's on me. That's not a God thing. That's a me thing. This is God. And in God's perspective and God's frequency is everything belongs to me. Everything is in abundance. But if I come in here with lack or not having something or not having the life that I think I should have, then there's a belief that I have that's stopping me from seeing everything that God has for me. And that's my ego. That's my idea, my expectations. I become my own devil. I'm the weapon that's forming against me and causing me not to prosper because God moves in abundance. God has never left me nor forsake me. That's me. That's my thing. And when I understood that, then that's what got my mind right. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's a high level of accountability over here. This is God. And the only thing that God is doing is growing me, and I'm resisting the process because the ego says this is the way I should go. But then come to find out the whole time, I'm the one that's blocking what God has me. That's a me thing. And it makes you see, even in my accountability, how good God has always been. You understand what I'm saying? And so now, no. Now, there is no struggle. There is no this. What it is called growth and elevation. But yes, at the end of the day, my old programs have to show up so God can be attached to all of it. If I'm asking God, where is my abundance? God says, well, let me show you where your blockage is. I'm not going to show you the abundance. I'm going to show you the blockage. Because at the end of the day, there's a dam that's blocking all the flows of abundance for you. There's something you placed there that's blocking it. There's an idea of you that you don't want us to look at right, that I have for you. You got something right there. So let me show you what's the weapon that's causing you not to, that's forming against you, that's causing you not to prosper. Oh, it's your lack of literacy of whatever it is that I've had for you. It's an old story that you told. It's an old anchor that's in the ground that you put down. It's an old idea. It's an old perspective. It's an old vibration. It's where you pay attention to. That's what's blocking you. Not me. You. I've sent you everything. So once you begin to move these boulders out the way, I can flow free. But the only thing that blocks us from God's abundance is the idea of what we should be abundant in. You understand? So no, like I can't decide to tell God I need to have my money right, but my health ain't right. The two and two go hand in hand because it's based off identity and how you see yourself and your confidence and all that. Because the realm that I'm in, the field that I'm in requires confidence because people, my word is law. So a lot of people is holding on to my word and they can't hold on to what I don't believe. My word is law. So you know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. That's just how that go.
Yeah. Yeah. Ego blocks them. Yeah, that's a fact. I said, yeah.
I got one. A lot of people feel trapped in survival mode, just working to pay bills and to get by. How can someone shift their minds from surviving and truly living with purpose, even when life feels overwhelming?
Well, life is overwhelming because there's no proper plan. People just doing something, right? And so when you understand the lifestyle that they got is the one that they asked for, right? Once upon a time, all you wanted to do was pay bills. Well, that's what you get to do. And if all you want to focus on is your bills, you're only going to see bill money. And you're going to mismanage the abundance of it, the other parts of it. So we could have more than what we asked for, but we get what we asked for. And we only see what we lacked in. So if it's only the bills that you want to pay, that's all the money you're going to see is bill money. You understand what I'm saying? You only picked that job because you were surviving to pay your bills. Once upon a time, that was a blessing. The gum just old now. The routine is old now. That's all it is. So at the end of the day, what people got to understand is you pick the job that's attached to survival. Your whole life is associated to survival. Your relationships, your friends, your people, how you talk to your kids, the places that you go, the jobs that you work, it's attached to your survival. Your whole identity is the idea of surviving, the lack of. So at the end of the day, everything you get is going to be attached to that. So if you don't want to live in survival, the first thing you must understand is that dog been stopped chasing you. You have survived. You're surviving. That dog been stopped chasing you. You created that narrative in your head. That dog been gone. So the first thing you must do is stop surviving and understand that you made it already because it's all based off your perception. We've been busting our butt so hard to make sure we got structure and stability till we realize you busting your butt to get structure and stability while having structure and stability while maintaining structure and stability. So your whole life force is going to your structure and stability, and your reflex is made out of structure and stability. But if you gave yourself the opportunity to do something else other than structure and stability, you'll see it. But we operate out of fear and lack of. And we got a thing where if I don't do this, it's going to mess up. Says who? You get up and go to work the next day.
Yeah.
So we got to understand that we've made it so we can stop surviving. And that's how that works. But it's all about our perspectives of what we tell ourselves.
Thanks.
You own it, coach.
I don't play no games. You know who I am. Y'all know exactly who I am.
It comes from understanding that a job pays bills, but careers build character and wealth.
Facts. Big facts.
What you got?
So I'm finna go to the men right quick. I'm gonna jump in here with the men. So how do you define strength in a man?
His ability to surrender to the Most High. His ability to detach from his ego and let God have his way. His ability to face his fears and use his vision for whatever God has created for purpose, not what he trying to build with some woman. Not how he trying to make some money somewhere else. It's him seeking the kingdom of God and all his righteousness and all his everything can be added upon him. That is how he gives grace to himself and how he uses God. How he understands that God is supposed to be control of his life and how he's able to listen to God. Can he submit and surrender to God? And then he understands everything around him mimics him because he is the strongest thing in his family. So everything around him mimics him. Everything is him. Everything becomes him. So whatever he is to God, that woman would be to him and those kids would be to him. He understands that he is the imprint. There's two things that's happening here. God and that man, and everybody else is attached to whatever that man is in human form, because that man is what God brings the strength in and the wisdom in and the protection in and the safety in. And at the end of the day, everything needs to be safe in order for it to be alive and be what it's supposed to be. But that's attached to that man's obedience, that man's surrender. Submission starts with the man first, not the woman. Because that woman will mimic what he is to God. So if he's not submissive to God, that woman ain't going to be submissive to nothing. She ain't supposed to be submissive to him. See, that's an adult. But whatever he is, he got to understand his ego is at war. It's him between God, him and his ego. So at the end of the day, that's a man's job, how he submits and surrenders and how his steps is ordered, because he still has to walk in the same unknown that the woman has to walk into, but God lights his path. That light is too bright for a woman, but God lights his path. And that woman is supposed to follow his footsteps as God leads him. That's how that works. So when it comes to a man, you are the everything. You change, women transform. Everything around you transform to safety. You are it. God deals with the man from head to toe. Men are supposed to have a rough life because we are wired for solutions, not confirmation of pain. A man ain't supposed to sit here and complain about how hard life is. He's supposed to tap into who he is and bring that dog out of him and match it and what it's supposed to be. If this is what life is doing, then let's check ball then. Take ball to the top of the key. Let's ball. Jump ball. If that's what life is doing, jump ball. Let's go. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. A man's job is to carve his own lane and let his family walk through it. And generations follow the lane that man has carved. That's the nature of a man. A man is supposed to follow his own thing, not follow somebody else's. He's supposed to carve his own lane, and it's supposed to be rough. He's walking through trees. He's walking through sticker brows. He's walking through mud. He's fighting everything that's in his way. But God has given him the strength to be able to do that because that's his calling. So wherever God puts the light at, the path will be clear. You have the strength that you need. You have the fortitude that you need. You have the vision that you need. You have the power that you need. You have the discipline that you need when you're following that light. That's the nature of a man. He's not supposed to look back. He's supposed to go forward. He's not supposed to make sure of something. Everybody else is attached to him. There is no other lane for nobody else to go when that man is leading first. So the idea of leadership from a man is the light and steps that he followed that is ordered from the Most High. That's his battle. He has to be focused on God. He has to be led by God. That's the only thing that's happening here. He's not made for relationships. He's not made for none of this other stuff. His personal relationship is the one that he has for God. His relationship energy that he has from a woman is the one that he has with God. And when he gives that relationship to God, that woman seeks that space in him that he has surrendered to God. So guess what? She mess around and get caught up to the same, under the same umbrella that he is. So whatever God has taken over with him, when she get there, God gonna take over the same thing. And everything is blissful. Everything is loving. Everything is abundance. Everything is attachment. Everything is obedience. Everything is favor, everything is anointing, everything is covering, everything is manifestation, everything is multiplied by 10. When two people decide that we're going to submit to the Most High, everything, but that man is the example first. Everything starts with him and ends with him, and everything else behind him or around him turns into him. That's how it works. That's why she's not wired to be overthinking. She's not wired to be in her head. She's wired to be in her emotions because she's the manifester. And at the end of the day, whatever you get her to believe, your job is to help follow the vision, follow the thing. And when she see where y'all going, then she gets to believe it and she gets to be excited. You begin to see it, but it's all based off where you're being led to. She don't know where y'all going. She just look at the path and say, "Oh, I can see where it happens." You don't need to be knowing. You don't need to know everywhere that y'all go. She just need, because at the end of the day, she don't care. She on the passenger side with her feet on the dashboard any damn way. You know that. So at the end of the day, they don't care. Just, can we go somewhere? I just want to go somewhere. They don't care where you go. They leave me. I don't care. I just want to be on passenger side. Can I ride too? They don't care where you go. Just drive. You ever notice that? And she said, "Where we going?" Why? No, don't worry about it. Never mind. I just want to ride. They don't care. But men are meant to be led by God, and that's how it's supposed to be. But a male's ego becomes his devil. A man's ego, a man that thinks he's supposed to know this and his vision is supposed to be that, and supposed to be this, and supposed to be that, and doing this and doing that. That's where the issue comes in. That's why they spend time talking. That's why they spend time lonely. That's why they spend time by themselves. That's why they spend time getting depressed. That's why they spend time in their mental health, because they're not using that vision the way it's supposed to be. Your job is to submit to God and God only. That's how it works.
Dang, what up, man?
And if you really want to show off, what we can do is get you to understand, as a man, your job is to be God, reflect God in human form, because God will take over you as a vessel and show you what God loves is. And if you know what God's love is, it's protection in the correction, it's accountability, it's leadership, it's love, it's reassurance, it's patience, it's understanding, but it's assertiveness, sternness, but it's also protection, and all back to protection. That's God's love. And that's what a man should mimic in human form. Whatever God's love is, he's going to mimic God's love. He don't put down, he don't belittle. When he speak his mind, remember, everything bow down, every knee bow down. Yeah, nobody playing when that man speak, but he's supposed to reflect God in human form because God is using him. God is using him.
Man,
That's how it worked, though. That's how it worked. And the battle between man is ego and man. Ego and God, I mean.
Yeah.
Ego and God. That's a male's devil, his ego. That's the devil, the ego. And at the end of the day, your ego is the one that is attached to what? Your emotional program. So guess what stops you from hearing God? Your feelings, your hurt feelings. What people did me like, but your storyline, your programming. That's what gets you to go against God, your programming, because God exists in the now, in the submission. Guess what programming does? It puts you in tomorrow and yesterday. Neither one of those are real. So if I'm looking at yesterday and looking at tomorrow, I can't see God right now because God exists in the now, but there is no issues. So as long as I got this programming, my programming is attached to my ego. My ego is attached to the pain and all this and all that. So there's your warfare right there. Your emotions versus your obedience and your surrendering. See what I'm saying? So that's a male's program, his ego and his vision. So yeah.
And to make me lose my spot.
It's supposed to be on point.
No, I shut it. It went down my phone, and yeah.
Well, I got one for you. Having the right people around you makes a huge difference. How do you choose the right accountability partner or mentor to help you keep you on track?
The only thing that can keep you off track is what you decide not to listen to. Within you, and if we being honest with ourselves, for some odd reason, we know exactly what we should be doing and where we're going. It's what we don't want to do. If we've been honest with ourselves, we just don't trust that voice, or that voice is having us do something that requires more energy than we want to use. So we'll be like, man, I don't feel like doing that. So then we'd rather call somebody to get them to tell us something different. We unconsciously know exactly what we should be doing. We don't need nobody to tell us nothing. It's what we choose to do and what we choose not to do, because we have a storyline attached to what we don't want to do. There's a reason why we don't want to do it. There's a story that exists. But I don't want to do it because there's a reason why. But when it comes to what we know we're supposed to do, we know what we're supposed to do. And it shows up in our head just like that. We'll be like, man, I don't feel like doing that. We dismiss it every single time. I'm telling you. So when it comes to accountability partners and all that, person don't need to tell you what you need to do. You know the decision, or stay the way you are. Right? Because I can't tell you what you need to do with your life because I don't know your conclusion. I don't know what you're running from. I don't know what you should be doing. I don't know where you've been. So I can't do that. I'm dismissing you by thinking I can sum up your life with my actions by telling you, no, man, you're supposed to be. I don't know what you're battling inside of you that you ain't told me. So I'm just going to be disrespecting you and dismissing you, because at some point, the ego of you going to show up and say, you don't know me like that. You're going to snap. So only you know that, right?
Oh, that's true.
The only thing about me is I live my truth. And when I live my truth, I hold me accountable. There's a voice in me that's telling me what I should be doing. And I know that there's a part of me that's saying, I don't feel like doing that. That's on me. So when I get what I got, that's on me. Yeah. So about me, I don't need to be looking up no motivation, nothing. I know what I need to be doing. I just choose not to. That's just the bottom line.
What she say? Stop
dissing me. Yo, the people in here clowning. In the comments, yeah.
What did he say? That voice
is spiritual. You, what is it? Spiritual you, the breath that God blew into you. The inner voice is the voice many of us ignore.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. This isn't making excuses. You're like, hey, you know what you need to do, but
know what you need to do.
Yeah,
all of us do. All of us do. God sent us here with everything that we need.
Inside, it's true.
Inside.
Yep.
How should we handle setbacks and different things without making excuses about them?
First is the idea. I mean, you got to know what your setback is and what your breakdown is, right? And it's okay for you to make excuses about it. But here's the reality. It ain't going to get no better. So you can stand there with all the excuses you want to. That thing ain't going to change. So whatever. So you can say, no, it ain't me, it's this. Okay, well, tell your story, but you're going to be telling it for a long time. We got to get ready to go. But you're going to be right there for a while. So you know what happens? When you get tired of sitting there, your mind will wander to something else. For some reason, your mind always go to the accountability part when you've been telling that story. And I'm going to be honest with you. You can't just jump straight to accountability. You got to tell that story. You got to blame people. You got to do all of that first. You got to get all that out your system. Because at the end of the day, if you go straight to the accountability, what happens when your body show when something wasn't your fault? When your mind show you a version of you that wasn't your fault, then you gonna say, hold up. No, because they should have been. No, you had to spin. You got to do what you know. You got to do what you know that works. And what you know works is blaming people, blaming situations, not taking accountability. That used to work. It don't work no more. So at the end of the day, you could be loud and right all you want to, but that situation is not going to change at all. And then when you realize accountability is what shakes it up, you got to worry about that no more. So, hey, go through your stuff. Don't fight your process. That's who you are. That's who you are. And that's what I tell people. You got to be true to yourself. If that's the way you see things, that's the way you see things. But when you realize that thing ain't changing until you see it the way it's supposed to, there's a perspective that unlocks all doors. And you got to find it. There's a perspective that unlocks all doors. But I tell you this, the final boss of every elevation is accountability. Accountability, then the adjustments kick in. You know that 4A program I got, awareness, acceptance, accountability, adjustments. The final boss is always accountability, and then the adjustments happen on their own. And there it is.
Man.
You know who I am. Y'all, at this point.
Question for you. Sometimes we don't realize we're stuck in cycles of self-sabotage. What are some red flags that indicate someone needs to change their behavior or mindset?
One of the red flags is if you've seen this same house you keep riding past all the time, you're in the same familiar neighborhood. That's one of the red flags right there. I done seen this house before. I thought I was supposed to be going to why am I still in this neighborhood? Yeah. When you seeing the same stuff, if you can tell me exactly what's happening and what's about to happen and all that, that tells me you still in the same cycle. But most people are, you got to understand this. People are winners at the life that they live. They are winners at that. When you meet somebody that's doing the same thing, it's because they're excellent at that. And they usually get their way by being there. They are excellent at doing the same thing. They're excellent at being messy. They're excellent at procrastinating. They're excellent at blaming other people. They are winners in the life that they live. They are amazing at that. And they keep getting what they got because that's what they choose to do. They are amazing at that. And so that's the reality. So a lot of people ain't self. They know what it is, but this used to work once upon a time. Blaming people used to work. Not taking accountability used to work. I used to get my way from that. And so it's better for me to tell you this woe is me story so I can make an excuse of why I ain't worth a damn. Because that's ultimately what people are saying when they try to, when they self-sabotage something. I'm finna give you all these woe is me stories so it can make up for when you meet me and I ain't got nothing going on. Because in my mind, I think you see the version of me that I see in myself. The person that ain't got his stuff together, the person that's always whining, the person that's always blaming people. So I'm going to give you these sad ass stories so you can say, oh, that's why you ain't got your stuff together, because people did you wrong. Got it. Oh, no, I get it. Now what? You still got something to get. You still got to get up and get it done. So a lot of people know exactly what this is. They just want their way. They want their way. That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with nobody. They want their way. And when they try to manipulate others to get their way, they know what they're doing. Ain't nothing wrong with these people. And they know that they self-sabotaging. It's called self-sabotage. You're doing this to yourself. This is how much people like themselves. They are sabotage their own happiness because they don't believe they deserve it. That's the first root of it right there.
Yeah.
I think that's about a process of proving it and trying to take it and trying to get somebody to see them. So they don't feel like they deserve any of the thing that they want. So they'd rather stay in the loop and the cycle because they think that that's where they live and that's what they belong. And that's the truth. They don't believe that they deserve any of the stuff that they say that they want. So that's the only thing that's going on.
Yeah.
Why is it that when you go on your journey, it affects the relationships with your family and stuff, like friends?
Your identity changes. They know you for the version of you that didn't like itself, not the one that found itself. They don't know you for the one that loves itself. They know you for the one that don't love itself. You got a whole routine with these people when you didn't like yourself. Your bond was connected about how you dismissed you, not how they chose you, but how you chose them. Your whole connection is about you not liking yourself. So here's the reality. How do you got all of this going on in your life and you needed a journey? So something ain't right. It's a bunch of placeholders around you. And that's what's going on. The idea of family is what you went up under. You dismissed yourself knowing your truth was, actually, I don't even want to be over here. I don't even want to talk to these people. But family is all you got. Well, the ones that ever hurt you was family. The only people that can get close to you. Your whole dynamic and programming of life came from family. Your first betrayal was a family member, not a friend.
Man.
Your first hurt was a family member. Your first heartbreak was a family member. When the last time you seen any display of love come from that area? At some point, we got to start being honest with ourselves. We let the idea of the word family be the thing versus the actual presentation that we receive. Because when we go by what we see in presentation, we attach that love thing to the word family. Well, guess what happened? We start finding the idea of love is breakdowns in everything that we meet. That's why the relationships start off in chaos. And when we say we love it, it's something that you toxic with, chasing with, fighting with, all this, because that's what love, that's our idea of love from the people that mean the most. So everything is going to mimic that. We don't know nothing about love. We don't know nothing about the emotional respect for each other. We don't know nothing about that. So when you change how you see you, it changes how they see you. When they have to go through that period to where they have to have the right to decide if they're energetically going to deal with this new you, because this new you, chances are, is calling out the old them. You got to be okay with that. Because if I decided to make a change, then your presence was not what I thought it was. Because why would I need to change if you existed the way you should? If you were who you were supposed to be, then why do I need to change? If my connection with you is what it is, then why am I finding out my BS if you're supposed to exist? Why do I find out I got all these issues if you're supposed to be who you said you were? That means you love me to hold me accountable to say, man, get it together, whether it's against you or me hurting myself. If you love me like you said, you got to set a new standard of what love is. So when you decide to change how you see you, you raise the bar of how you should be treated. Well, you're going to soon find out that everybody don't have that type of love for you. Like I tell them all the time, it's a subtraction method that happens. You don't find love for yourself. You remove it from somebody that you gave it to. You don't just find this out the sky. No. You subtract it from the people that you gave it to. One of your cousins got 20% of your own self-love. One of these little friends out here got 10, 15% of your self-love. When you decide to love you back, you snatch it from people who ain't supposed to have it. You out here with no cover on, but you let your company carry your cover, but you cold as hell. Don't turn that fan off, snatch your cover back. What are you talking about? See, that's the problem. You let your company take your cover. You let your company take your love. You let your company eat your food. Instead of you understanding, wait a minute, I went to that grocery store. I bust my butt for this. No. I did this. Hell no. I stood in the people line and had a conversation with somebody in the self-checkout line. And that thing, no.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's what's going on. You have to have that type of ownership. And we're all individuals. So everybody should have their own method of how they should get it too. It shouldn't come from you. So no, what happens is when you change how you see you, people have to look at you the way that the new you that you are. So then you change. People usually stay to where their insecurities can keep you at. And when you get self-love, you changing your insecurity. When you change your insecurity, then it changes the need for them. You no longer have need for these people. You no longer have the need for these folks no more. So that's the reality. So,
man,
how can someone unlearn toxic behavior or beliefs that were passed down to them?
Understand that it was passed down to them, and look at the one who gave it to them and ask yourself, do you still want to live this life? Because that's what you're doing. You are acting just like them. And look at your relationships. Now look at them and ask yourself, is this what you want to keep doing? You got to understand what accountability is. You're doing what you used to, so you're getting what you got. And that's just how it is. And that's the reality. At the end of the day, if you know that this is toxic, then you must know that that's what you're displaying. Because if this is what you received is toxic, what you're displaying is a toxic behavior. You cannot go without the same. If you're receiving toxic from your environment, then you become your environment. Especially if you're a woman, you become your environment. So guess what you're going to display? Only know what your environment is. And if it's too quiet and too peaceful, guess what you're going to do? You're finna turn the music up. You're finna blast everything. You finna make it chaotic because that's all you know because you're at home then.
Yeah.
And so guess what winds up happening with the quiet one? Now they're just as chaotic and you're the calm one because you know how to function in chaos. And here you go. See, here I go again. And you're the one who created it. That's all you know.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the only thing you can do. So here's the real reality, though. If you really want me to get in my bag, okay, cool. Here's the real reality.
Turn your head back around.
Here's the real reality. Here's the real reality. This right here is what it is. Because see, what you gotta understand is it's very simple. It's a very simple thing. Especially this is a thing, especially for women, right? Women see from the inside out. Everything in a woman is internal. Entering, receiving, downloading. Everything in a woman is internal. When a woman sees her emotions in the inside, especially her image and her view inside her head, she believes that it's happening on the outside. Even if it don't exist. She's going to move as if that's what happened, though it has not happened yet. So guess what she's going to do? She's going to create that identity and respond to her own emotional internal dialogue as if it exists until she manifests that reality. You understand what I'm saying? She must first understand herself and understand that's what's happening. So when you bringing this to the forefront, she's going to keep doing it because it's a fight or flight method for her that's going to get her to think this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. No, it's not. But she's not going to stop until the response matches the problem. Till the response matches the situation that she internally dialogued.
Look here, coach.
So what?
Boss me. You talking to her. I don't know what you talking about.
No, but you say all the time when you say that I
don't know what you
I overthink things or I'm seeing things before they happen and stuff like that. Like
that's what I'm talking about.
This is what you tell me. Like I look too deep into stuff, or I'm seeing ahead. I'm thinking ahead, like I look more into stuff, is what you tell me all the time. You're thinking too far. Bring it back is what you tell me. Yeah. But that's what he's saying. This is what we do. We internalize.
So they see from internal picture. So the truth of life is life exists on the inside, not the outside. Well, women live the truth, see the chaos of the inside, not the peace of it. You picking up what I'm putting down? So when you just said Miss Mary process and she's thinking too deep, you need to bring it back to the now. Y'all switch roles. Because now DJ KGIZZLE is in the now and Miss Mary is in the overthinking. Right? Yep. That's why when you switch roles back, he'll be talking to you in the overthinking and you'll be in the now. Like, what you talking about? That ain't okay. See, the process of y'all that happens in your emotions tell you, the book is about to happen, it's about to happen, it's happening. And you'll respond to what you see as if that's exactly what happened. He'll respond to what he's seeing in his mind as if that's exactly what happened. And both of y'all looking at each other like, what you talking about? Ain't none of this happened yet. Yeah. That's the nature of men and women. Men respond to their vision, women respond to their emotions. Now, I don't even know how we got here, but we here. I don't know. We here now. Shit. I guess this the bag our boys supposed to get in. We here now. I don't even know how we got here, but we here. Yeah, so we here at this point. At this point, I don't even know how we got here, but we here.
That you was asking him about, you wasn't clear about what he was saying. Clarity.
So that's what's going on. So women, when a woman is responding to you, she's responding to what she's processing inside, not so much about what you're doing on the outside. It's about what her inside is telling her, not what your outside behavior is telling her. If she look at you walk a certain type of way, whatever that walk is that looks familiar to her, based on what she's been through, she's going to respond as if you done what the person did that did that walk, but it don't exist. That's how it works. So she's going to think that this is happening, but it's not. That's what the reassurance come in at. That's when the calmness, that's when you say, hey, reel it back in. That ain't happening. Reel it back in. I don't even know how the hell we got here, but we here. Matter of fact, I don't even know how we got here. I was talking about something else. I don't even know how we got
here. Into what you were saying about how women are and how I think too far into stuff. Like, I don't know. He said, really back, you doing too much overthinking.
She be gone. Like Road Runner. I'm like, hey.
And then he said we make up things. Sometimes what we see, it might not be really what it is.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
But that's the reason why you do it, because you see it from here. You see from the program, not the illusion. The illusion is attached to the program. You understand? Even if you made it up, that's a hypothetical. Men hypotheticals, they keep in their head. Women hypotheticals, they're going to speak it out and think it's real. So that's the difference between a man and women with hypotheticals. A man may come up with a thing that don't exist, but he'll tell himself, oh, that ain't real. Yeah. Y'all, on the other hand, tell yourself, see the thing and say, he about to get ready and do it because I be right all the time. And so you're going to respond as if it exists. And he's trying to tell you that's not what happened, sunshine.
Yeah.
Shit. Can't tell you that.
Yep. This is true.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like, I swear I don't know how we got here. But Yeah, no, but it just, I don't know. I forgot it's attached to something. I got a highlight clip now. Y'all know I be in my bag, so it don't matter. I got a highlight clip now.
Roll it with it.
No, I mean it because it's kind of like what you said when you saw the clips of yourself. For me to hear you say exactly what I be saying to her, just in a different way, is like,
wow.
How?
From a different perspective, you're saying the same thing, but
same exact thing. But you know exactly how to talk to her, per se. We're saying the same things, but you know your woman to say, hey, you know how to say, hey, reel that back in.
Because that's not even what it was.
That's not even, so you know how to talk to your woman.
Yeah.
So that's, see what I'm saying? But we saying the same thing. So I guess what did I tell you? You said something about men and women out. Now you see, you proving my point.
Said, look, we rolling with it.
Y'all cut it out. Y'all get out these comments like this.
They like, okay, wait a minute.
Everybody love.
We rolling. Yeah.
I ain't asking no more questions.
No, but I got some more questions. I do.
Let's roll.
Often people don't seek change until they hit rock bottom or face a wake-up call. What advice would you have for someone who realize that they need to change but feel overwhelmed about where and how to start?
Because they think they're supposed to start. The first change was realizing you needed it. You already started. You already started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you make up your mind, there's a list of stuff that come with direction comes with a made up mind. Once you finally made your mind up, you know what to do because you know what you don't like. So what you start with is what you're not okay with. What don't you like? What is hindering you? You know what this is. So to hit rock bottom, you know exactly what thing that caused you to hit rock bottom in you that needs to be adjusted. Because people hit rock bottom and say, man, I gotta get my money together, man. I'm tripping, man. I gotta learn how to get my money together, man. I gotta learn how, man, I gotta start eating healthy, man. I gotta start. People know exactly what it is because they know exactly what the exact thing that they're suffering in it, where they hit rock bottom at. People know the cause of rock bottom.
Yeah.
Because you're holding on a rock to the bottom. So you're not confused on how you got there. You know which rock took you to the bottom. So it's called rock bottom. Because you know the rock that you held on to.
This is true. They say great question. Good question. Good question.
They know that. People know. And see, this is my whole thing is this. I try to prevent the insultance of one's intelligence. We know exactly what this stuff is, but we'll play our stuff for foolish just so we don't have to see it out loud. Man, why? Why not? Who is these people? Because they just as messed up as you. They fret.
That's true.
So it is what it is. You might well live your truth. That's the one people respect the most. The one that can say, yeah, that's me and.
Hey, dang.
No, it's true. You're right on, coach.
Because the first thing, because you know what happens when you live your truth, it automatically gives somebody else this thing to say, you do that too? I thought it was just me. You think like that too? Oh man, I thought that's what it does. Because the average person is, yeah, nah, something wrong with them, but they watching to see how the world going to accept your truth. Because truth be told, they just like that too.
True.
So when the world accepts their truth, then they say, okay, good, it's safe to come out with my truth. But if the world rejects that, it's like, shit, you ain't find out by mine. You know what I'm saying? So, and they still get exposed because you hit rock bottom. But rock bottom is where you need to be. It's a rebuild.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a rebuild. You need to be rock bottom. You need to hit rock bottom. Because if you don't hit rock bottom, you'll trust your own wings. If you don't hit the ground, you'll trust your ability to fly. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, guess what? You're still flying with broken wings. Because at the end of the day, you don't understand. We think it's about our path for travel. How do we get down then if we're supposed to be doing what we're supposed to do? The direction was to go here. How are we going down? It's a us thing. So hitting rock bottom will change your mind. The good thing is, the only thing you got to do is go up. Ain't nothing else to go do. You hit the bottom. So every move you make is a up after that.
Man, because that's the lowest.
You can't go no lower than that. Hell, you here now. And if this is the lowest that it get and you still breathing, oh man, it's showtime then.
True.
It's it. Man, let's go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I got one. Why do people avoid taking accountability?
Because it's shame. It's a shame. It's a conviction, especially most people don't want to take accountability because nobody, first of all, nobody never came and cleared up or took accountability for what caused them to even move in this first place, move like this in the first place. Nobody never cleared up their childhood or apologized for the BS that they had to go through in their environment. Nobody never took responsibility for how they was raised. Nobody never took responsibility to that environment. So it's hard for them to take accountability because they're functioning from the notion of, I'm moving for solutions. I'm coming up with solutions. So the thing that I'm doing is what makes me feel better about what nobody else took accountability for. So it's hard for you to say, well, you're doing wrong. And you like, no, I'm doing wrong because that did me wrong. And it's hard for people. It's hard for people to see. Don't matter. You grown now. So it's hard for people to take accountability, but nobody has taken accountability for their breakdown. Nobody has taken accountability for what they've been through. Nobody's never heard them. Nobody never fixed them. And then the hardest thing to do is when you realize there's a bitterness attached to when you got to pick yourself up and nobody was there for you. And then you're looking at a whole world that moved in groups to go against you. And then it's like, so you want me to take accountability when the whole world feel like it was against me? The whole world treated me away. My family treated me away. My relationships treated me away. My friends treated me away. And now you tell me I'm wrong? And all these people misjudged me and nobody did right by me back here. Nobody heard me. Everybody keep telling me to move on and let this go. No, nobody's hearing me. But the person that did me wrong get a story and everybody get to listen to that.
Yep.
Man.
It's hard.
Real.
You got that thing got a whole support system. And I'm over here having to get it how I live and get it out the mud. So no, it's hard for me to know. I become the villain then.
Ouch.
I'm okay with being the villain. But then when you understand that at the end of the day, after a while, it doesn't matter because this starts to show up in other areas in your life, like your health or your relationship with your children or your household. It affects how you pay your bills. It affects where you go, gives you addictions and stuff like that. You got to take back ownership of your life. And at some point, you want to outgrow that notion of woe is me and what people did. Nah, I don't even like telling that type of story because I don't want nobody processing that I'm that type of guy. That's a turnoff. You understand what I'm saying? So the reason why, especially, and then the hardest thing, even like I said, with women, is because of the shame. Because one thing about people, women, emotional people, that's even men too. Men who are emotional, women who are emotional, you keep replaying the offense against you and it keeps whooping you and convicting you. So it creates a depression. And there's nothing inside of you telling you, man, players mess up, you human. It is what it is. Okay, cool. There is no counter to you human. Let it go. Players mess up. Okay, you didn't know what you didn't know. If you knew better, you would do better. But you didn't do better. If you knew better and didn't do better, that's your consequence of not doing better. You're going to have to replay it. Okay, let's move on. Change behavior. Change behavior is the biggest apology. So if you have changed since that action, there's your apology. Forgive yourself. You changed. Let's move on. It is what it is. And if whoever else got a problem with it.
I be trying to say it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm gonna hold me accountable. I get me right. Ain't nobody finna reconvict me over nothing. Maybe don't get out my face. No, I'm gonna deal with my own. And it just is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's just how that go. No, I came too far. God is forgiving me. It's called grace and mercy. I wish I would try to impress an adult. Bro, grace and mercy.
Yeah, that's what it's
You understand what I'm saying? So no, I'm gonna give me the same grace that God has given me. And the fact that God's been there for me even when I was wrong, didn't take accountability and all that, and still got blessed in spite of. So no, who I look like. So no, but I'm going to take accountability because I owe it to God because I don't want you to keep blessing some mess. No. I want you to keep blessing my mess. No.
Yeah.
Man.
I got a question for you. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
It wasn't nothing wrong with you. You ain't crazy. You was right the whole damn time. When damn thing wrong with you.
Wait a minute. You
when damn thing wrong with you. You were right the whole time. The way you saw it is the way you saw it. You just had to be patient till you was able to tell your side of the story about it. See, I'm gonna tell you the beautiful thing about mine. I knew when I was right the whole time. But the problem is I had a 30-year-old perspective in a 10-year-old body with a 10-year-old solution. So I had to suffer from a higher perspective. I knew it was BS going on from the beginning, but I had to keep my mouth closed because nobody was going to hear me because why? That's a little boy talking. I knew how to articulate myself, but that's a little boy talking. So I was right the whole time. So because I didn't appreciate that and I suppressed my voice, or my voice was suppressed, then I started looking at me like it was something wrong with me. So at the end of the day, I just started getting quiet. And then now here he is, fast forward. Hey, and the biggest thing I tell myself is, boy, God got a plan for you. God got a plan for you. You are right. Listen to me. I knew that I was going to be this in some form or fashion. I knew that there was something great about me. I just couldn't put my hands on it. And I used to overindulge in relationships because I thought that was the greatness that I was supposed to be. Then after a while, I'm like, okay, that ain't it. Then I get into another one and think that this is what God had. Nope, that ain't it. Every time I put myself in something, I'll give it my all because I thought that that's what God had for me. And I'm like, man, ain't none of this it. What is going on? What is this greatness that I see? And it was this right here. It was this. It's who I am right here. It's the thing that I'm seeing right here. It's the thing that I know right here. I'm one of one. That's what the greatness was. The guy that I am, the purpose that I'm walking. So ain't that wrong with me. I will write the whole damn time. I will write the whole time. People with me.
That's bad. Man.
That was a good one.
I would have just, I don't know. I would have probably told myself, don't trust nobody. I don't care what they say.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm too dope to let people be my wisdom. I'm too dope to be go telling me about other people. I'm so dope that I want to tell me about me. I don't see other people. Ain't nobody. I'm sorry. See that be me. I don't pay people no attention. People don't exist. The only person that could cause me a problem is me. I only see me. When I see you, I see me. When I see BS, I see my BS. When I see certain things, I say, I'm not tolerating. If it's a person that I'm talking to that's acting the way, I'm not taking that from me. You got me effed up. I'm finna give me some boundaries.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't play that with me no more. Them days is over.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, no, that's how I move.
But
so
what
no.
To make that, I mean, what if they try to make the boundaries look like beef? How do you handle that then?
Can you fight?
Here you go. That's not the answer, coach.
No, but you saying no. But what I'm telling you is now we about peace and all of that, but we ain't running from nothing. Now we chilling now. But you talking about walking up on me, ain't nobody gonna do me no harm now.
Yeah.
So they want to make it about beef. Hey, jump ball then. Put it on 2-play.
No, I'm saying when you draw lines, them boundaries, some people try to change it and word it. Oh man, nah, you trying to start beef when I'm just drawing boundaries saying, look, man.
Man, whoever complaining on the other side of the fence don't matter to me. Hell, you either get a ticket or you go home. If you ain't got a ticket to enter this fence that I just put around you, then you ain't getting here. You're supposed to cry at the fence. It's value here. You're supposed to be in your feelings if I'm keeping you away from me. It's value here. You just proving me right. And that's showing me that I needed to put boundaries around me. If you in your feelings, I must be worth something.
Yeah.
I gotta be worth something for your grown butt to still be standing at this fence mad at me because you can't get in. Now I'm confused on why you want me that bad. What do you want? What do you want? Why are you trying to get in here so bad? What do you? I ain't got $20, and I'm cool. I don't want nobody. We good. So why are you trying to? And then why are you mad that you can't get close to me? What you want? What assignment were you on that you got to go back and say he wouldn't let me get him? Who sent you? Cause what you want? Why are you still at this fence mad at me? Go home, Roger. We've been told you to go home. Why are you at this fence?
Not sister.
Yeah, why are you at this fence though? Like, seriously, like, why you think about that? Like, imagine drawing a boundary for somebody and they get mad. What do you want?
Yeah.
What you want with me? Ew. And clearly, you can't get it. So now you're telling me now I'm your answer to something. You saw me as being something for you. Oh, you deaf. So I was right when I gave you a boundary. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Yeah.
You got to look at it like that. Like, you want to have some business about yourself. What you want from me? I ain't, whatever it is, we was never there. I never gave you money, so I never gave you nothing. So what do you want? What vision do you have for me? So I don't give a damn what they say about, they supposed to, no, that's what I'm supposed to. You're supposed to be in your feelings. I don't know why you are, because you grown, but whatever. Back up a little bit, though.
Back up a little bit.
Back up a little bit. Yeah, back up a little bit. Yeah, back up a little bit.
Wait, you skipped the part.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Why?
I was waiting on it.
That's the word. Yeah. You in my yard. You're going to jail. Yeah. No, you're going to jail.
Where is it? She said, "Who sent you?"
For real, man. That's strange to me. I don't know, but yeah, that's who people are. That's how people are. I don't understand it. I ain't got nobody to cut off. Ain't nobody bothering me that much.
Yeah, zero tolerance. Like
zero tolerance.
Yeah. I got a question for you. Transformation is a journey, not a destination. what are some key habits and mindset shifts that can help someone truly level up in their life mentally, emotionally, and spiritually?
Well, you have to first decide where you want to be, what you want. And then you must decide that the only thing that think you ain't that is you. The only person who's setting this bar that said you need to transform is you. The only person that's tired of your stuff is you. The only person that got an attitude, person that don't like what's going on with you is you. Is you. Because to me, you're already transformed if you ain't got the things that's hindering you there. Think about it. If you ain't in that relationship no more, that don't mean you no good. That friendship no more. If you don't get along with the people that did you wrong, seem like to me you already transformed.
True.
It's about acceptance. It's about building on your awareness about yourself at that moment now. It's about accepting you and choosing you in those moments.
Starts with self.
So
Facts.
everything is about that. So in the day, the first thing you do is change your literature about you. Please understand that this is a voluntary basis, not a necessity. I don't have to do anything. I just need to start with accepting me first. The first thing we want to do, the first thing we do is try to do the work without accepting us. But if I came to you and the first day I met you, I say, man, I need you to change this, and this. And you looking at me like, boy, who is you? Well, the first thing you got to understand is at the end of the day, I don't know you to be trying to change you because I have to accept you first. I ain't even spent no time with you to try to change you. So that's the same thing you must do with yourself. You ain't spent no time. The other time you spend time with yourself, you don't like the person. It's like you've been dropped off with you. I don't know this person, so I'm finna sit over here in this corner. They can stand in that corner. Most people sit with themselves and treat themselves like they in a high school, junior high school prom. Dudes on this side, girls on this side. They don't spend no time with themselves. They don't talk to themselves. They don't get to know themselves. No, none of that. They stay in here and wait for their ride to come. They say, "Oh, I'm good. I'm so glad I left them out of there." God, they were getting on my nerve. It was you that you did this to. So get to know you first before you try to figure out what you're trying to transform.
Man, see, look at you.
No, I'm just looking through my phone.
Well, Coach, I will say this was a good one because I call this the coaching month. I got another coach that's gonna come on here and talk about passive income
and wealth.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm gonna be in there for that.
So, and she's a beast. She got all kind of businesses, rent houses, all. She's a man, and got her own podcast. So her and but we can't go nowhere without doing this though. Can you tell everybody about the seminar on the 8th of this month, which is Saturday?
This Saturday is the conscious workshop that I will be discussing about consciousness, and we'll be touching the majority of all realms of consciousness. And there's other, you got to have a part 2 to it later because it's so much I want to give. But we're going to be focusing on the consciousness, the ego, the subconscious, and God. The idea of what's the battle with the man and woman and the devil and God. So God being the being, the devil being the ego, the conscious being the man, the subconscious being the woman. And what's the internal, and all this is happening in your body. All of this is happening in your body. How the ego blocks you from seeing God, and how this, and people don't understand this. It's levels to this thing. Thanks. Men sit with ego. Women are under ego. Men sit with ego. Women are under ego. That's why whatever a man is to God, because he sits under God, is what that woman's going to be under him. Not necessarily under him, but beside him, whatever you want to call it. Men sit with ego, and they have to detach from ego to go to God. Well, when a woman tries to go, she runs straight to ego. She runs straight to ego. She runs straight to her mindset. And so at the end of the day, what I'm teaching is helping women and men understand what our purpose is inside of our bodies, how the conscious and subconscious are supposed to work together, and what blocks them two from becoming one. That's why the moment that a woman feels peace and feels good about her situation, here comes some type of hater somewhere. Here comes some friend or some thought or something that triggers you to say, I don't know, girl, you might want to ride. Because that's ego. That's that devil talking. It comes out of nowhere to distort you. Or the moment that you try to do anything, everybody that is close to you, the first thing that they try to do is try to change how you're supposed to see stuff. But does he come see you? Do he come see you though? I don't know. You might want to watch him. You always going to his house, but do he ever come to yours? Just think about how insane that is, that you got to find something to complain about. I mean, girl, you always over there around him and his kids in his house and walk around his city because he ain't got nothing to hide. But why he don't come see you? Do he got something to hide? You're just looking for something to complain about. Don't make no sense at all. Yeah. Girl, you always in his house and with him and his kids, and nobody never pops up because he ain't got nothing going on, and y'all be all out in the city. But girl, why he can't come see you though? But
he said,
that sounds. I've heard that before for people that speak like that.
But it makes no sense, because that tells to sabotage you in any way. And what it does is create that fear in you. And then once you download that and manifest it inside of yourself, here come the thought patterns. Now that man or whatever you had going on starts matching the image that these people told you to watch out for. It never fails. So, but you got to understand, that's the purpose of ego. That's the purpose of that mindset. Your mind is not your friend. Your mind is the only thing that can mimic everything that you say you wanted and then turn on you later. Your mind will tell you might want to get from over here because that don't mean you no good. And you will follow everything that thing say. And once you out that door, you got to stay out that door. Now it's an illusion. Now your mind like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't tell you to do that. That's your mind. That's what your mind would do. So my job is to show you that's what that is and how to handle that, because most people get in fight or flight mode whenever they get in their feelings. So it's hard for them to just sit there and take it. They're going to run. So they have to go with whatever their mind said, because it's their whole emotional programming. Your mindset, your emotions become linked in one, because at the end of the day, it matches your program. So it got you feeling scared and think, oh, this is about to happen. This is real, because you believe your feelings. No, it ain't real. So my job is to show you, hey, that man has to be submissive to God. And when he's submissive to God, then there's a clear path for you to get to God as well. But if he comes down to you, then he's functioning out his ego, which means he's going to smother you and block you from getting to God. He has to go up, and you follow that up. You understand? It's like a doorway that's being opened where you can follow. But if he's not submissive to God, y'all ain't going nowhere.
Man.
Y'all ain't going nowhere. No damn well.
I believe that right there.
That's my point. So that's a man's job, is to be submissive to God. And once he follows that, everything follows him. Right there. I may talk junk to women because I don't disrespect them. They know how I talk. But I don't hold them accountable for this process. That's that man's job. You see what I'm saying? That's that, especially when it comes to that man is supposed to be submissive to God, and she follows and mimics whatever he is to God. So if he is submissive to God, and whatever he is to God is what she's going to be in that space. She is him. So they say, oh, Adam real. No, that's your subconscious. That woman is your whole subconscious programming. So whatever you impress, she express. She's going to give back to you what you give her. If you create a healthful environment, she's going to give you chaos. Can't help it. It's the environment. She transforms. Men change, women transform. It's just what it is. Women become the environment. So that's how it works.
I'll say. And here it is right here, y'all.
Word.
This is the website, y'all.
My boy.
There's the seminar right there. So I don't want no excuses saying that y'all did not see right here. March the 8th, 2027.
No, it's 25.
25. Oh, my bad. 25.
27.
From 2 to 4 p.m.
Yep.
And this is the website to go and register.
This the website. You can get everything you need right here. Find out who this person is. Well, you got to see who he was. He's surgical. He been cutting. I'm gonna have to ban him from the show.
No, he good.
He cutting up. But yeah, I really do. I appreciate Coach G every time, because man, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at. My mental is a whole lot better.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But it's just about you doing it your way.
No,
That's
way.
all it's about. It's about you doing it your way and giving yourself permission to do that. So that's what it is, man. So anytime you need me, you know where I'm at. What's this? But my 6th, 7th time on here?
7.
This is 7th time.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 8th time.
No, this is
7th time. Okay.
7.
I done lost count.
Well, let's try to get to 10 by the end of this year. How about that? I'm with whatever, dude. Like, you know, I told y'all, man. Y'all know,
Don't
you know what I'm saying? It's now. Well, here is something that I want to say.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This year will be my first official in-person workshop.
Oh, okay.
So we aiming for September sometime.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
With that being said, if y'all could grace us with y'all presence.
In September.
Because I want Miss Mary to bring her stuff and have a pop-up shop, and I want you to sell your stuff at the workshop.
Okay. I haven't forgot about you.
Yeah.
I got you.
We good.
No, but
It's all love. Don't worry about it. I definitely want you to bring your stuff down because you have apparel and stuff that you sell. I want you to be a pop-up shop guest there. I need my boy DJ KGIZZLE on the 1 and 2s, either helping me with the microphone or something. Like, you know how to do this. I don't know how to do none of this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like either helping me with the microphone to set up, be my D, whatever it is. Even if we got to squeeze in a live podcast at that time.
He said,
look, we live. Truth be told. Well,
it ain't
be
nothing.
truth be told.
I already told you, whatever you need, you just let me know.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I get, I make sure I get y'all here and all this other stuff. You ain't gotta worry about that. But yeah, man, I just wanna know what this is.
Go with that. There you go.
Yeah.
What? I go with what?
Get into it over this when we talk about this. He say, I got you. I ain't.
Yeah. But this
all right, Gucci. Huh?
I said this was a great show, and we got the comments. They live.
They live. I gotta play this back. I gotta watch this back. But the highlight. I gotta watch that highlight again because when I saw it, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little emotional. I said, "Look at me! Oh snap!" No, man. So now,
I ain't there yet, but I got a big plan. I'm working on something. I'm working on something big.
That's what's up, man. Nah, man, that's what's up. No, I definitely appreciate that, though, man. Now, y'all know anytime we hear, and my word is always my bond. That's just what it is. Like, if I say it, that's what it is. So, you know, I'm with y'all family to the room, man. Y'all know what's up. So it is what it is. Just let me know anytime you want me. I'm here.
We got the G Squad in the building.
Yep. Look, Tinker Bell said September. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, no, everybody in. So yeah, this gonna be my first. Huh?
It said, looks like we'll be traveling soon.
Yeah, that's what's up. So this is gonna be my first in-person workshop. So
yeah.
Yeah, so we just finalizing the details. That's it. Make sure everything's straight. So but yeah, I definitely want y'all in the building, man. You know, I won't have it no other way.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, I definitely, no problem.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. So hey, you need me, you know where I'm at.
You got any closing statement or something you want to leave with the people for tonight?
I'll say this. Be yourself. It's the only way this is gonna work. When you accept you vibrate acceptance. Whatever you are to you is what you're gonna get from this world. However you treat you is how you're going to be treated. You understand what I'm saying? Value comes with security. Value comes with boundaries. The jewelry store comes with the security guard. So when you got value, you don't got to worry about the boundaries. The boundaries take care of themselves. When you got self-love, the protection comes with that on your own. Because the audacity is what you're not going to tolerate. Once you have put yourself together, because in the process of you putting yourself together, you're going to be replaying things over and over in your head and realizing, ain't nobody finna be treating me like that no more. You got me messed up. And the only person that knows that you are not whatever you want to be is you. Because everybody meets the you that you don't see yet. Everybody talks to the real you. And if you got people that got issues with you randomly for no reason, mad at you, then there's a version of yourself that either they were supposed to be or they could never be. So that's a compliment to you. Sometimes you got to understand your value comes in who got an issue with you. You got to look at who has issues with you, and that'll tell you how long have they been doing it. Just because you don't appreciate you don't mean you ain't who you supposed to be. Because you don't like you don't mean you ain't where you supposed to be. Because you don't like where you at. And you got to understand that. You don't appreciate you don't mean the world don't. Nobody came to help you because you didn't look like you needed their help. That's the reality. If you needed it, you would have had it. Whatever you don't have, you don't need. So at the end of the day, when you understand that, it's about you accepting yourself and choosing you. And start by changing your literature about you. Start changing how you talk about yourself. Start changing how you look at yourself. You set the tone of what your life is. Nobody else. There is no place of when I get here, I'm going to be making it. You determine what making it is. You determine what it's not. You the one that said that all this is what it was. So if that is the case, then why do you think you're going through what you're going through? Because of what you taught. Like, so whatever you believe is what you see. So if you're going through something, that's attached to some belief in you. So the bar that you set or the struggle that you have is something that you set up first. Then it showed up. So you got to stop fighting the outside perspective and understand that that's only attached to a meaning from the inside perspective. The only reason why you're seeing this is because of what you're telling yourself in here. Before you saw this and then it showed up, it manifested itself. So you're determining what this is. You're determining what a struggle is. And that's what life is. It's a jump rope. It's taking what you got from the past and bringing it to your front. It's taking what you got from your past, bringing it to your front. That's all life is. Taking what you got back here and putting it in front of you. That's all it's doing. And your job is to look at that rope as it goes. And you determine what it is. You determine what that is. You determine what it's going to be by the time it come back around. Because it's going to come back around, but in what form, though? Does it come back in abundance or does it come back as a rope? You determine that. Okay. So start with acceptance. Ain't damn thing wrong with you. And if it is something wrong with you, it's wrong with you because you said so. But you ain't finna let nobody else say it. You said it was something wrong. You set that bar. You set that milestone. But accept you for all that you are, because you was made into God's image. So don't tell me that you love God when you don't like you. It's impossible. Right. It's impossible for you to love God and not like you, because you was made into God's image. And at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Ain't nobody out here for you to be listening to or following. God ain't made nobody govern over you but God. Ain't no adult out here you should be out here listening to. You grown, you have intuition, you have discernment, but let your intuition and discernment work on you. Use it on you, and that will change your life around. When you start using your gifts and discernment and intuition on you, fix you, judge you, highlight you, watch you, notice you. And you'll see what I'm talking about. This world will your world will be different, just like that.
Can we drop the fire? The bomb.
Do you think? Do you think?
Drop the mic.
Yeah, drop the mic.
It's on.
You think?
Fire, y'all.
So there you go.
So y'all in the comments, did y'all get to see the beginning part? If you didn't, let me know. I'll play a piece of it now before we go. And
run it back, dog. Run it back. I want to see it because when it came on, it was kind of muted a little bit. So I had to turn it on my TV. That's why I'm looking over here. I got you on my TV over here. Yeah, I got y'all. I'm watching me over here. I'm looking at my posture and stuff over here. I'm sizing me up. Don't get twisted. I'm making sure I'm making sure I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at me. And look, I'm still looking at me now. So at the end of the day, no, run that back. I want to see because I didn't get to see. No, that was dope. I need that inspiration. Run it back, my boy. Run it back.
Okay,
they say run it.
All right. They say run it. All right, I'm gonna run it. Here we go. Let me jump up here and pop it on for y'all real quick. Let's see.
That's dope, man. When you start asking the why to your internal things, you see the how. Why is this? What is this? When did I start feeling like this? When the teacher is ready, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. But at the end of the day, you have to first understand that you're a student in this thing. So you have to first get to your point where you say, what is this? But what we do is go ahead and move up our notions to get straight to the solutions because we don't like being uncomfortable. And the biggest fear of being uncomfortable is what? Vulnerability. Nobody likes being vulnerable. Nobody likes being vulnerable. So everybody is running from the space of vulnerability. They already know what it is. You can ask them the truth. Yelling, screaming, and hollering because I'm trying to be negative. I want to be heard. Hear me. Ain't that why you used to scream and holler? Because you wanted to be heard?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. The process is your conscious and your subconscious. So whenever you allow you to appreciate you, give you love, give you grace and mercy, your heading will be your creator, you, which is the conscious, and then the subconscious. That's why you are a human being. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's how you, like, look at what you healing, look at what hurt you, the idea of something, the potential of something, what it could be. But life does not exist in what it could be. Life exists what it is. And when you learn how to accept what you see, you know how to live in the moment. And when you look at your present moment, that if you have an answer for your future, you have failed because you don't have a problem there because it don't exist there. There's nothing there. The future is not real. If the past, you know why you struggle with trying to remember who you were in certain situations to make you feel better? It's because nothing exists back there. That's why you're having a hard time, because the only thing that is real is right now. You are in your conscious mind. Your mind is wired to protect you. That's why it gives you all these images. Whenever your subconscious is throwing images up there, that's that woman in you talking to that man in you to change the narrative. This is what I'm going through. Help me. Your job is to catch that and see it different, because I'm not afraid of the image that you showed me, because I'm your protector. So what I'm going to do is understand it. I can't talk to you through aggression because you're not going to get it. I have to be patient with you when I tell you what you're seeing and what you're going through. That's what the conscious mind would do as the man. And when I give that back to you, my job is to take it in peace, where you'll get self-esteem, self-respect, and self-love, reassurance, and covering all in it whenever I'm doing it. So every time the subconscious begins to show me images, my conscious mind will always calm it down. What do you see happening? What is the destruction? And you cannot think for one effing second that you're finna face any destruction and I'm right here, because I'm not gonna let it happen. That's the conversation you have, because she needs to know, if I give you my vulnerability, will you be my safety net to catch me when I fall? Because I'm going to fall. But I need somebody to catch me when I fall, because nobody ever has. So that's what she's fighting from, survival mode, because nobody's never caught her. So stop talking to her survival mode and talk to her fear. Be the safety net.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yo.
Like,
Damn, man. Down, man. Nah, I'm almost got a little more again. God, dog. That's why I kind of look away a little bit, like, man, sinuses.
Great idea. Yep.
And that's dope, man. Nah, that's dope. I actually like that. As a matter of fact, I wish I'd have had some of them to use as a. I'm gonna start you. I need some. See, this is why I need you in my life, because I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna need you to. I need some of those clips to start using as a promo thing for my workshops. And at the end of that, it would have been boom, the workshop flyer, just like it would. Like you did your flyer to put my workshop. I need this, man. Man, that's fire, man. Because that's fire. Like, then I'm sitting here like, I'm over here listening to me like, yeah, that sound about right. Okay, that boy is right. Okay, who is this dude? Like, I really was following me like, nah, he dope. Who is this? Who is that? He dope. Not like that. No, he said that, but it's me. Like, no, man, it's mind blowing, dude. You don't understand. Call it humble, call it that. I'm just a vessel, man. And sometimes I be confused. Like, why do people, like, I know what I know, but it's like, I don't be believing that the people like me like they say until I hear me. And I'm like, damn, this is doing something to me. So imagine what it's doing for them. So they ain't lying to me, because I'm listening to this. So that's evidence of a divine presence. If I'm telling you that I'm hearing it and I'm having an out of body, I'm like, damn, I'm telling you that ain't me. So that's evidence that God is real there. I'm even shocked at what I'm saying. I'm not there. And I'm like, and I'm flowing like, this boy got some confidence. You can't tell me that boy right there struggle with insecurity sometimes. You can't tell me that. And so that's when now, man, like, oh man, like, I don't know. That kind of did me. That I never look at my clips. I never look at my stuff. That just did so. The first time I watched me on your podcast, the very first time I sat in this bed and cried. Tears were just rolling down my face because I was like, I can't believe I'm here now. I'm here. It's not in vain. It's here. We here. I looked at me and I said, that boy ready. That boy right there. That boy right there, that let guy have his way. That boy right there, he ready. Man, it did something to me, man. And every time, and then I go back and watch all the podcasts that I do with you. But that very first one just had tears rolling down my face. I watched it 4 times. I had to watch that one. It made me cry just because I was like, he did that. His pain, it added up to something. It added up to, it meant something. Shit, I'm trying not to, man, you ain't finna get me emotional. You got me up.
Divine connection. And you never
know
man. On the internet. That's how this came about. Yeah.
Right. So now, man, like, I'm just as pure as it get, man. My heart is pure, and this is what I am, and I enjoy doing it. You understand what I'm saying? So I just show love, dude. You know, that's just that's.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now, man.
Yeah.
Anytime y'all need me, I'm with it. Y'all know what's up. I really like this one for some reason. This one right here, I really like this one. I don't know what it is about this one. It's like I really like this one. Like I like them all, especially the last one, because the last one I had to play it back again when I saw the clips that you clipped and posted. I was like, boy, this boy here, with the teal turban. This boy here, man. So now, man, that's why, man. That's why I go. I got to go back and start watching my workshops so I can critique myself. But I mess when I start crying watching me talk. So it just is what it is, man. I'm a fan of me, man. Like I'm proud of me. And that's what I want the world to do. Like you got to start being proud of yourself. Sometimes I'm doing this to make my own self proud. I just want to hear well done from God and make my own self proud. Leave something, have a hell of a legacy for my children and grandchildren. So when they speak of me, they know that their granddaddy and daddy was some damn body. So at the end of the day, man, that's what I do this for. Just my obedience, man. I'm changing the thing around, man. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's all I do this for. Real talk. Just my obedience and my legacy.
Man.
Yeah.
I love it. I appreciate you.
Yep.
I appreciate everybody here. Guess who love you? God. No, man.
Crazy.
I got him, y'all. I got him. Y'all know that what he say. Yeah. When we on TikTok. Kingston.
He said that's an insider.
Kingston.
Leave Kingston
alone. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I've been studying. I've been quiet because I've been studying. I said, I'm going to get you back.
All right. That touche. Well played. That's what I'm sitting here listening like, oh, he going in. Okay. All right.
So understand, I'm watching. I be quiet on purpose because I be really trying to learn.
Yeah. That's what's up. Now I get it. But now, man, again, I want to let y'all know, man, listen. I won't say I'm proud of you because I'm not shocked that you are what you are. But I celebrate y'all and congratulate y'all for y'all becoming who y'all already knew you were. And that's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I say it every time. I'm going to say it again. You came a long way. Both of you came a long way. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all really came a long way. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, this is what it is. The power couple. This is it right here. This shows that. And this people don't understand. Like, people don't understand. This thing is defined when y'all have no reason to even keep going. This thing is defined when all hell is breaking loose. This thing is defined when you got every reason to tap out and go do the easiest thing. That's when love is made. That's when love is created. When we got to understand it. We got to understand it. When we decide that at the end of the day, it's me and you against the world, and that's just what it's going to be. And even if we do got a misunderstanding, the misunderstanding would never take away from the understanding that we have. It's me and you. So hey man, you see what I'm saying? Like for real, I watch my boy change. I watch his verbiage change. I watch how y'all change. I watch how y'all move. I watch how he talk. He don't talk the same no more. Man, this dude don't talk the same at all no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, completely different. Like that's crazy. Like when you look at it, like I'm talking about, he talks completely different. He moves completely. Like it's like I'm watching my boy really like, and I'm not trying to say it like that, but he owning the shit like this me. Like I got it. All right, cool, bet. All right, well, it ain't too bad. All right, cool. All right, you know what? Nah, man. He's a lot calmer in his approach, in his stuff. When I go, we can play back all the first ones when he, I don't know. I don't know about that, Coach. I don't know. I don't know about that, Coach. Nah, like I ain't gonna sit here and just let nobody, Coach. I don't know, Coach. Man, I don't know, Coach. That's who he used to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nah, man, like dude used to be dude. I'm telling you, he used to be on one. I used to be like, this in here. Ah, damn.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm an event. I'm like this, like energy all day.
nah, the energy is cool. It's the presentation. It's what you it's which energy you are dwelling from. That's the one of cause coach, cause you ain't doing none of that no more. Like you calmed all that down. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, no, I see the change. I see whether you know it or not, whether you don't think you do or not. I'm telling you, I see it. I know you different. They hear you talking different. They're gonna say, man, my crew come with me everywhere I go. Even if half of them is a new crowd, but it don't matter. They still know who you is. They know who you are. They watched it from the very first time. The very first time was what 2023, 2024, something like that. Back, whenever I think it was last year. Was it last year? The very first time, but no, you definitely changed. You definitely transformed.
Cause
Yes,
she's
I'm saying.
out no more.
So that means they've been around.
Yeah. You over here talking about the ops. Nah, the one she like my ops. I used to be like, man, if you don't stop, it's ops. Never heard you say that in a way. It don't even feel right even hearing you say that. Cause I'm like, man, stop playing. Yeah. I can't imagine you. That's how much you transform. Yeah. Now, you probably still get on her nerves. I don't know. But I'm telling you, when it comes to what you displayed, nah, that ain't you no more. To the point where now you over here trying to tell other people how to roll. I'm like,
I told him he next in line. He don't believe it. He called me Sister Mary, Pastor Mary, Preacher, Teacher Mary, whatever he wanna. Yeah, he say because now I'm making my videos on my own. I create my videos and I post my just me. This is the thought that comes across, and this is what I post.
That's what you do, and that's how you do it.
Being me.
That's just being you.
That's my boy. Be great on purpose.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Be you. So at the end of the day, man, that's how I go. So you keep doing what y'all doing, man. Real talk. Y'all know at the end of the day, however I show up, I'm showing out. It is what it is. You know, you call me on here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to roll without cussing. It feels strange, but it's like not being able to smoke a cigarette when you used to type shit. That way it feel like I'm watching my words and all that, so I know I can do it. But I be like this.
I just think of someone that I look up to, that I respect, and that's like at a higher level, you know what I'm saying, or the Christians, and like if my mama was in the room. That's how I look at it. It's like certain people I
got an aunt one day I was in there and I was like, y'all look at my aunt in here because I've been cussed all y'all out. And she actually stopped coming because she was like, no, I want you to be yourself. Ooh. You understand what I'm saying? So it was I get it. And since she ain't been in there, I'm tell you MF or something right now. You know, I don't play. But at the same time, it's like I'm being myself. It's balance. God told me, I asked God, that's the one thing I said was, can I be myself? And God said, absolutely. And there we go. So I talk the way I talk, but one thing people can never say, regardless of what I say, how hard I say it, how rough I say it, it's never disrespectful. That's not my nature. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to beat up on nobody, bully nobody. I get the same response out of you by doing right by you than I can if I wanted to get my way. I know how to get my way and all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, I'd rather let you have your way. But how am I helping you by disrespecting you because I got the gift of gab? No, I'm not. I wouldn't dare. Man, you know what God do to me if I play with people like, man, anyway. But now, man, I just want to let y'all know that, man. I'm definitely happy for y'all. Anytime y'all need me, y'all know where I'm at. And that's real.
Yeah, man, I do. If y'all can, make sure on the 19th, y'all come back. Lakeisha and her partner, Passive Income, will be here. They gonna do their thing. I got a whole bunch of questions because I'm trying to do something. And this has been an excellent show for me.
Great show, y'all. And
I have learned a lot. In. And if I don't be on there tomorrow, Coach, that's because
he gonna be on there.
No. I may not be, because this is what I usually do. Right after I do a show, I go back and I listen to it while I'm working, because I want to learn what I need to do to better myself. Because me doing the comments, I really can't
get into it.
yeah, so I can really just go back, listen to it, and I can learn from it.
Right on.
Yeah.
So
Nah, man, yeah, I get it, man. So again, man, you know what it is. Ain't hard to find if you're looking for me.
that's a bit. Say, y'all ain't got to go home, but you gotta give them over here. You know?
Yeah.
Hey,
You gotta like, subscribe, and
like, subscribe. Just playing. Y'all ain't gotta do
No.
that. I'm just lying. I'm that's a lie right there.
nah.
But I do gotta go because I gotta be up at 3 in the morning and go to work.
Me too. I gotta go to the gym, so yeah, I gotta get up.
Yeah.
So hey, guess who love you? I do. For real. I love everybody. Period. And ain't
So
nothing
we
you
love
can do
it here.
about it.
We love y'all being here.
And I love when y'all come around, Coach. I love talking to you, cause boy, you don't know how much you put a file up under me. I be man, say hold up. No, I'm talking about. Give me 50 feet, man.
Yeah,
Give
man.
me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate it. Say, y'all check us out next week, man. And hey, y'all have a blessed night. Enjoy yourself. It's your boy KGIZZLE.
And I'm Mary Pleasant-Gibson.
And we are out of here with Coach G.
Cruising down the avenue, night full of neon, windows down, beats kicking, that's the ambiance. Lessons from the past, future ain't a promise in the rear view. Guilt weighs heavy, trust like tarnish. Stopped at the corner, mind in the maze, life playing tricks like a magician's phase. Gotta keep moving, tied to these decisions, consequence telling like snitches in the distance. Car Chronicles, the journey through the struggle, dashboard confessions, man, life's a big juggle. Fast lane lessons, no detours, no hide. Accountability honks, gotta swallow that pride. Engine roaring, heart heavy like a V8. Driver's seat confessions, days tangled in fate. Rearview memories, they chase at high speed. Gotta learn from mistakes like books we need to read.